Hello, Randy here playing Farming Simulator 22 on Frankenmuth, Michigan, and since last episode, I'm kind of finished up around the soybean field here. We got a little bit more work here to do this episode. One, I want to roll the soybean field, and then we also need to, I think, spray field 12. Actually, you know what? We might have to wait a day before we can spray field 12. Thinking about that, everyone. I bet we need to wait a day. Yeah, thinking about that. Go check that here a minute. Walking over here, let's see what it says. Because if we use the see and sprayer, everyone, that's right, need to bring up the HUD here. You remember from the episodes when I keep saying the HUDs are hidden. Yeah, start the game up and then the HUDs are hidden. So anyway, yeah, we're going to have weeds on this field here. The soybean field, everyone, should not have weeds because we plowed that field. That was corn field here last year in the game. So anyway, we'll have to hold off on spraying that field until we actually like skip a day and have weeds. Anyway, let's go start rolling then, everyone. Now, I was hoping I could use like a modded roller of some sorts, but it doesn't look like there's much out there for modded rollers. There's just, yeah, there's nothing out there really for modded rollers. The only exception being is there's a couple versions of the in-game roller that have been modded, which I don't know if that's really a modded roller. So yeah, we got this one, and then there's, I think this is just faster. I think that's really the only difference. Yeah, 7 miles an hour, 15 miles. Don't know what, don't ask why what is Giant's fascination with a bloody awful 7 miles an hour? I don't know. I'm thinking we're just going to get the smaller one, everyone, because, I mean, yes, the bigger one's kind of nice, everyone, it's larger, but that is like the stupidest looking roller I've ever seen. I'm sorry, but that's just, we do have this one as well, I suppose. That is 6 meters, not particularly large. They are pretty much the same style, I guess, aren't they? Usually when you're rolling soybeans, a lot of times I'm use like an actual like flat roller. You don't necessarily have any like the ridges and stuff in it. But anyway, luckily everyone, we can bump the speed on this up here a little bit. I think that's what we're gonna do. How fast can we go? 13 apparently. Yeah, we're just gonna crank that right up to the maximum speed, everyone. Typically when rolling, you're moving right along. You're not going slow. So wheels, yep, that should all be good. 41,000 just for a roller. Okay then, well. Let's see once here. What tractor do we want to use to pull that with? We got the yellow thing, you know, not sure if that'll start or not. We got a red thing, that definitely won't start. Oh, we got a lovely John Deere over there. That'll definitely start. You know what? That actually might be a nice tractor. 8RT? Why not? John Deere 8RT. Let's use that. And then also, when I was thinking about planting field 23 here, we're not using that yet for any sort of productions. I did buy it for that purpose if we want to, but well, it's not being used. I figured let's go ahead and plant it. I wouldn't mind testing out the fertilization option on the case planter we used last episode, and that might be the perfect opportunity to do so, I figured. We'll maybe do a little rolling here first, then we're going to go, actually, you know what? Before we're doing a rolling, maybe I should get like a plow or something over on that field. Let's see what that field needs here a minute before we start rolling. Most over-engineered rollers ever. Well, that changes the texture a little bit, which I guess, yeah, you'd expect that, right, everyone? Kind of has the texture from the roller on it. So anyway, let that set here a minute. Maybe I should just roll down to the field rather than walk down. That probably would have made sense, wouldn't it? Oh, speaking of the fence here, by the way, I was attempting to add a fence along here, kind of like we have along our other potato chip factories over there. Ran into some issues with placement on that, and I suspect maybe some of the stuff up here has something to do with that. I don't know. I was trying to run it right along here, everyone. Possible the power lines had something to do with it, but I don't think so, because basically anywhere from here to the factories, I couldn't place that fence for some reason. So, yeah, I don't know what was up with that. Okay, let's see what's here. Yeah, fields growing. We're gonna take the other style harvester here to this field. We're gonna plant what we want to plant on this field. We don't need sugar beets for anything, so doesn't need to be plowed. Apparently, that's good. Yeah, it doesn't really show it needs anything. Actually, you know what? I should check. What's it showing on here for this as far as pH? Guess there's no. Did I not buy? I guess I didn't purchase the soil information for that. That would probably help, wouldn't it? Well, let's do that. If we're going to be planting this field, I should probably have that information. Let's see what's here. pH. I guess we'll have to get out and look. Is that pH is, oh, bad. Okay, so we're gonna have to put some lime on this field. Nitrogen, of course, is bad. That's fine. We got to plant it yet anyway, so. Okay, well, nitrogen first then, everyone. And I think, is the tractor still hooked up to the spreader yet? Let's check. Yes, it is. We got the 8RX on the spreader. At least I think there's lime in here anyway. Yes, there is. So we'll bring that over to the field here. We'll start spreading lime. Or at least I'll probably throw a hired worker on it. We'll let the hired worker do that. Oh, and I'll have to say, when I had my first bit of fun with Windows 11 here today, this is a problem that existed in Windows 10 too, so I can't, complain, this is a Windows 11 problem per se, everyone. But it seems like every so often, whenever Windows does an update, at least I'm assuming it's an update, everyone, or I don't know, maybe Windows just likes to do it every so often, I'm not sure what it is. But Windows likes to rejumble my audio devices. Yes, and seeing as how my audio devices are mostly USB, everyone, that's probably got something to do with it, I'm guessing, everyone, but had it in Windows 10 too, everyone. Every so often, Windows would like to just rejumble them, and then I have to go through and reselect them, and OBS, of course, is like, we don't recognize any of your devices anymore, so you got to go through. They're there, everyone, you just got to go back and reselect the new ones. Don't know if Windows is assigning, I'm guessing how Windows is assigning new IDs to them, so therefore OBS Studio doesn't recognize the old ones. Same thing with Streamlabs. If you use Streamlabs, you got to go through reselect. Yeah. Then of course, having in your sound settings is like Windows wants to play out this device now instead of that device, so you got to set it back to the one you want. I'm telling you, when Windows, about as stupid as the people at Giant sometimes, I declare. So yeah, that was the fun I had before I started recording here today. Everyone, start recording, like, wait a minute, there's no audio. Why is there no audio? Go check. Like, oh yeah, OBS Studio, your sound devices are not recognized. Like, why are they not recognized? First, I went and restarted the computer. I thought something was wrong, maybe. Then go restart the soundboard. Like, no, okay, no, that's not working. What the heck's going on here? They're there. I'm like, oh wait, it's probably, I bet you, the same problem that we always had with Windows 10. Yep, sure enough, everyone. I don't know if anyone else has experienced that or not, everyone, but... And I'm guessing it's maybe more specific to USB devices, maybe? I'm not sure, but it's just my theory, everyone. One of those ones where Windows, I guess, thinks it knows best as to what audio device should be default. And, of course, it never goes with the one it should be, in my opinion. Or what it's supposed to be, of course. Because at least in my case, Evan, I do have a sound card on my computer as well, and that's, of course, what it always likes to default to. It likes to default to the sound card. When instead, Evan, I want it to default to my audio USB mixer. And by the way, for those who are wondering, it's not... like, well, maybe it's your USB mixer that it's the problem. No, it's not that one. I've had two different USB mixers. Windows has done the same thing with both of them. So I think it's a Windows thing, everyone, I'm guessing. Windows just likes to jumble up your audio devices every so often. Well, we're making some pretty good progress, I would say, on the roll. And having nice and quick. Can you imagine if we're only able to go 7 miles an hour? Oh, my goodness. The torture from that, right? I don't know why I'm bothering to raise it up, and to be honest, we'll probably just leave it down. For those who are not familiar, by the way, when it comes to rolling up, and this actually is very much a real process that you would do on a soybean field. We kind of discussed this a little bit last episode, but when it comes to soybeans, everyone, soybeans are typically harvested relatively close to the ground, and as such, you're running the header for the combine close to the ground. You don't want to take any chances of hitting anything that might be sticking up, whether that's dirt or, even worse, rocks. So the idea behind rolling them is you're trying to basically just level out the ground as much as possible, in particular, you know, mounds of dirt and, of course, rocks. Kind of flatten it out, hopefully push those rocks back down in the ground, so you're not hitting them with your combine header. Okay, let's see what's here. Oh, yeah, again, don't really need to raise it up. How are we looking on the new field here? Looks like he's probably about half done. Okay, we'll just keep working our way around here. As soon as he's done, we'll probably throw a high-speed disc on that. I'm going to just disc it up here real quick. And then we'll go ahead and start planting it. Probably, I don't know, maybe just do soybeans again or something. We'll see what's here. I'm thinking probably soybeans, everyone. And with that field, everyone, I'm going to be fertilizing. Actually, speaking of fertilizing, that reminds me, I need to get on some of these fields here. What fields actually need to be fertilized here yet? Okay, like all of them. Pretty much all of them, right? I should probably really get the sprayer going on that, shouldn't I? I'm curious, everyone, as to what kind of mess we're going to end up with on field 12 here. I want just all the lines that are on that field from the soybean harvest. Yeah, that field's definitely a bit of a mess there. For those who don't know, when it comes to soybeans here, at least with precision farming, when soybeans are supposed to put some nitrogen back into the soil. And I mean, it looks like they kind of started to do that in the game here. But they only do it on the chaff that's coming out of the combine. So whatever the width of the chaff is, which of course is not the width of the header you're using. Which doesn't really make sense, because it's not the chaff that's coming out of the combine that's adding nitrogen. It's the plants themselves, right? Okay, well, maybe we'll get to the end here. We'll throw a hired worker on this, and then we'll go grab the sprayer, get the sprayer going here on some of this fertilizer that needs to be done. And then hopefully by about then, too, the lime will be done. Actually, you know what? We can start, yeah, we can start cultivating right away. We don't really need to wait, do we? I don't know why I was thinking we need to wait. Yeah, we don't. So, yeah, as soon as we're done, we'll go grab a high-speed disc there, and we'll start discing up field 23. Okay, throwing a hired worker on it. Hopefully that's enough of a headland. He should be able to make his way around most of the field here. I guess we'll find out. Okay, let's see what's here. We need another tractor. All right, got to go to the right screen so we can actually select one. Yep. I don't know why the truck's parked there. Whatever. Oh, where do we find a tractor? Oh, there's a small one. Actually, we probably are going to need the large tractor for this, aren't we? Yeah, if we pull that disc. Oh, we got the cultivator here, too. I think we're going to go with high-speed disc, though. That seems like a good tool for the job. Let's fire up the old quad track here. Nope, not that way. Wrong way. We need to go this way. There we go. Well, doesn't that just look good, everyone? This John Deere hat and John Deere shirt sitting inside a red tractor. Oh, boy. Well, everyone, at least that's not as bad as sitting inside a... I don't think we're going to get out this way, are we? Oh, no. Okay. I think we're going to be backing this up, everyone. If I can back it up anyway. That might be the challenge. Oh, it's going to be close. Oh, yeah, we got this. Anyway, I was about to say, I don't think that's quite as bad as sitting in a John Deere tractor with a Case IH hat and Case IH shirt. I'm pretty sure if you do that, I'm quite certain you get struck by lightning for doing that. Oh, wrong way. Need to go around this here. That's what you get for looking at your phone and trying to drive at the same time. See, I told you folks you shouldn't do that. Okay, we're going to... Yeah, we'll probably just throw a hired worker on this for the time being. That one, we might come back and take over here in a little bit once we get the fertilizer going. But for now, yeah, we'll just hired worker this job. It's a nice square field, that one, so a hired worker shouldn't struggle, I wouldn't think. And actually, speaking of which, let's go double check and make sure you actually like... Whoa, okay, buddy. Let's unhire you a minute. We don't need to be liming this field here, buddy. Speaking of the lime... Did he do a good job with it? Do we need to lime anything else? Oh, just one strip on the end there. Okay. Yeah, thanks for buddy, old pal. Problem with the narrow field boundaries here on this map, everyone. He just jumps, and I'm surprised he would jump at the... Well, I guess that does make sense. That is a pretty narrow boundary on the end, everyone, isn't it? Yeah, that is a pretty narrow boundary. What I might do, I want just to be safe here a minute. Finish this last strip myself, but before we do that, Shift P, Shift P brings us to landscaping, painting. We're gonna paint some grass here, and I think it's M. Yes, M makes it bigger. We're just gonna plant a full width here. There we go. Okay, that should prevent any hired worker mishaps, hopefully. And I don't think you'll get into the other field. Oh, okay, we'll get into the other field here. I don't think we own that, do we? Don't believe we do. Surprising he's still liming that, though. Okay, whatever. Yeah, as you can see, I have a really small field here, by the way. This is not a big field. But perfect field for testing out some fertilizer application. And when it comes to putting down fertilizer when we plant everyone, there's kind of two reasons we're not putting down fertilizer here currently. One, everyone, our planter doesn't put down fertilizer. It's pretty simple, right? There's no fertilizer option on that John Deere planter. Don't ask me why Giants did it that way. I mean, that's a bit of a foreign concept there to me, but that's the way Giants did it, so... Also, maybe it's just me, but the audio seems a little quiet on the sound side of things here. Game sounds, anyway. Okay, where can we tuck this away and hide it? Oh yeah, plenty of room in here. Might just bring the high-speed disc back in here as well. One that seems like that would be a good spot for it. Kind of have our most of our tillage equipment in this shed. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there for the moment. And let's grab our sprayer, our hardy sprayer, which is full of liquid fertilizer at the moment. Excellent. And then we're just going to head out and start fertilizing our fields. And I think we'll probably start with a sunflower field here, everyone. So if we go back to the map, actually, you know what? Let's start with 12 of them, because I am very curious to see what fertilizer or what it's going to do as far as this field goes on. Because like I said, again, if you look at them, this field is a mess. Whoa, oops. I'll fold that back in a minute. I am not clear of the building here. Now let's fold it out. Okay. There we go. And I'm just going to throw a hard worker on this job here as well. Wow, plus 140 150 nitrogen. Wow. A lot of fertilizer going down here. And of course, I mean, it's corn, by the way. And corn, for those who don't know, corn likes its fertilizer. Oh, okay. That's, yeah, not really affecting it at all, isn't it, everyone? It's just putting down a solid rate there, isn't it? I was kind of wondering how these lines would affect everyone, but yeah, doesn't seem to be doing anything, does it? Okay. And that's pretty much just putting down the max rate, isn't it? Wow. Oh, okay, actually not quite. 180. 180 right there. Ah, yes, all the same soil types right there, so makes sense. Okay, we'll leave the hired worker to that then. Field 11's a bit of a mess here. Actually, I think Field 11 is fertilized, as is 10 already. So we just got 9, 12, I think 13, and 21, and then, of course, 23 will need to be fertilized. Well, actually, no, 23 shouldn't need to be fertilized, because, again, I'm going to plant that with a planter here that hopefully supports... Oh, that's right. Got to go back to this screen. So I click on the track. There we go. Gets me every time. One of these days, you think I'd probably learn that, no, Randy, you cannot click on the tractor, and that's free. One of these days, Evan, maybe I'll learn. Maybe. Don't hold your breath, though. Okay, we'll just cut through the factory section here. And we're... Oh, actually, you know what? We need to actually cut back in here. We need some fertilizer first. I never did put fertilizer in this planter. Again, we already had started planting the soybeans there on the last field with the John Deere planter, so I didn't want to have, like, part of it fertilized already and part of it not. It probably wouldn't have mattered. Everyone just didn't... Yeah, it didn't quite seem right. You know what I mean? Okay, let's see what's going to fill that up here. Are we in the right spot? Maybe not. I gotta, like, open up something here or something, maybe? I wouldn't know why you'd have to open... Yeah, that doesn't make sense for fertilizer. Works for seed. I guess there's seed in there. I do I have liquid fertilizer in here? Yeah, got, oh, wait, that's the buy. Can I not see... Yeah, is there not a way to see what's in here? Let's see what's here. I don't know. Let's check here. I have a liquid fertilizer. Is that on the list? Yes, it is. And it says we got 35,000. I'm assuming that's in here, so I don't know where else it would be. Okay, it has the option to start filling here, everyone. Well, everyone, we might not be testing out the fertilizer feature on this, because it no fill. There's most definitely fertilizer in here, everyone. Takes liquid, right? Pretty sure it was liquid fertilizer. Even if it doesn't, I think we have pellet fertilizer in here too, don't we? Premium potato bags. I wonder what those are. No idea. Liquid fertilizer. Oh, there it is. Yeah, we got 10,000 liters of solid fertilizer in there. Well, I don't know. Well, actually, you know what? I probably do know. Let's go shopping here a minute. I'm gonna shift P. Silo. See if I can find it here a minute. We need the silo that holds fertilizer. Actually, is it under containers? I think it's that one right there. Let me double check here a minute. Actually, we can get some of these other ones here too. Filled with fertilizer. That's solid fertilizer. Filled with, there we go, liquid fertilizer. Let's get that one here. And yeah, we got room over here. Rotate that around. Nope, that's that one. Let's see, what is rotate? There we go. Yeah, let's try that. And if this works out, that means we can slag off giants here again severely. Liquid fertilizer. We need a few liters in there. Let's, sure, about 10,000. Make sure this works here first. And if it refilled, yeah, there it goes, Evan. So my theory was probably right here, everyone. I don't know, how do we explain this, Evan? This has been a common problem in Farming Simulator for how many versions, Evan? And I was hopeful here that it actually fixed it somewhat. And it seems like they have fixed it maybe somewhat here in 22, Evan, but I think this planner shows they really haven't fixed it completely yet. The problem, everyone, is when you have a planter like this that holds multiple fill types, and then you pull up to a location that has multiple fill types, or can fill multiple types, right? So again, when the planter takes seed and liquid fertilizer, we pulled up to our refill station, which has seeds and liquid fertilizer both there. You go hit refill, everyone, it only fills the seeds. It will not fill the liquid fertilizer. Just, again, it's Giants' morbid stupidity when it comes to that. And I guess Giants cannot fathom the fact that you might have both seed and liquid fertilizer in the same spot going into the same device. A planter in this case, the same piece of equipment, right? I don't know. Giants mentality when I don't get it. And I was hoping maybe that when they, like I said, they had actually fixed it somewhat, but I think this shows right here they probably did not. Because again, we put down that other liquid fertilizer silo one. There was nothing wrong with filling the planter, was there? We just needed a different silo at a different location, and then it filled up. Oh, that's kind of a shame, Evan. It's kind of a shame. That's why whenever, for those who remember back in 19, whenever we placed down the refill silos, everyone, I typically almost always use that one certain silo pack. And commonly, everyone, I'd be placing down 5 different silos, right? Let's see what were they here again? I have to remember. So we got our seed, lime, and solid fertilizer. Got your 3 solids. And then you have your 2 liquids, your herbicide and your liquid fertilizer. And you'd always have to space them out just so, everyone, so that you didn't have overlap. For example, you wouldn't want your liquid fertilizer next to your liquid herbicide. You'd go pull up, everyone, and let's say you pulled up with an empty sprayer, and you have both of them next to each other, and you hit refill, everyone. Guess which one you're going to get? Don't know. It could be one, could be the other. Let's see, and we are doing 0 degrees here. Auto with that. Hold that on. Okay, we're going to move that over just a little bit. Otherwise, we're going to be into the poles. We don't want that. And like I was saying, it seems like Giants maybe has fixed some of that stupidity here in 22, but unfortunately, it doesn't look like they fixed all of it. And why do we have rocks? There must have been rocks already on this field. Well, we'll see. Maybe next time around or something, we'll get a rock picker, just take the rocks off. We have rocks turned off, everyone. So it shouldn't be doing anything as far as like wear and tear on the equipment. That being said, I still don't like seeing the rocks in the field if we can help it. We got a few on the one field before I turn them off, but only a couple. At least when it comes to rocks, Evan, that's kind of my advice. Just do yourself a favor, Evan. Giants was so stupid when they implemented the rock feature in this game. Just turn it off. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen, everyone. Well, outside of multiple real... there's a lot of stupid things in this game. Well, like I said, it won't take long to plant this field. Unfortunately, it is time to wrap it up here already this episode. So on that note, you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. Crop. Oh, you know, I was talking about fertilizer, and this crop doesn't require fertilizer, so it's not going to make a difference, is it? Oh, well. I should have selected a different crop type so we could actually test the fertilizer. That made a whole lot of sense. You folks are probably already commenting on that. It's like soybeans, you know, they don't take fertilizer, right? It's not technically true, by the way. You do still need fertilizer with soybeans. But, oh well. Anyway, again, everyone, thanks for watching. Comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And until next time.